Hey YouTube, I'm back, y'all. As y'all can see, it's nighttime. I'm in my PJs. Well, I'm in my house coat, but I'm covered up so you can't see nothing. Much respect. But anyway, Piggy, I want to pick. I was laying down, you know what I'm saying, and it was just constantly running in my mind. You know what I'm saying. I was trying to think of what led me to my behavior as far as being with men goes, and my way of thinking about being with men goes. Remember when I was saying that my great uncle who was touching me, dealing with me inappropriately, when I was saying that he knew I liked pickles. Everybody knew I liked pickles, but he rewarded me even after he did his business. He just gave me a lot of dollars. He's like, now you get you a lot of pickles. But he just kept saying, don't tell nobody, don't tell nobody, don't tell nobody. Okay, so from then on, as I got older and I started getting sexually active, I thought that it took me a minute though. You know what I'm saying? Well, I wouldn't even say it took me a minute, but I thought it was natural. I thought that whenever I gave my goods to a man, I was supposed to be rewarded. That they were supposed to give me something, you know what I'm saying? And the ones that, when they didn't, you know what I'm saying, I would take it from them. You can call it robbing or whatever. Well, actually, it led to robbing. That's another story, you know what I'm saying? But even when I lost my flowers for the first time, you know, that's what I was on. You know what I'm saying? That's what I told the guy. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna call him. We're gonna call him Mr. N. You know what I'm saying? When I lost my flowers to Mr. N, you know what I'm saying? That's how I came at him. Like, okay, well, you after we did the do or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It took a minute. You know what I'm saying? But after we did the do, I was like, okay, where my money at? And he was like, what? You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, now we were supposed to be boyfriend and girl, so-called boyfriend and girlfriend, but I was young, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody no boyfriend or girlfriend. I was just seeing what I saw other people my age doing, you know what I'm saying? So I thought, okay, well, everybody seemed like they was happy. I want me a boyfriend, you know? But then he was pursuing me anyway, you know what I'm saying? Just saying all the right things, you know, paying for my lunch at school, lunches at school and stuff, walking me home from the bus stop. You know what I'm saying? Walking to the bus stop in the mornings to walking to my house in the morning to walk me to the bus stops. But my family didn't notice because he would like hide somewhere. And then when I get like away from the house, then he would walk me, you know what I'm saying? But when I walked off, they would see me walking off by myself or with one of my cousins, you know what I'm saying? And she never told or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because me and her was close. But anyway, so I was like, well, where my money at? And he was like, what you mean, what money? You know, mind you, now we young, we like in the middle school. What money? I was like, give me my money. He was like, what money? I was like, you supposed to pay me. I gave you my flowers, like you supposed to pay me. That made him not like me. I couldn't understand why he didn't like me because I needed for him to pay. I wanted him to pay me. You know, and this went on. This went on, you know what I'm saying? So for a minute, you know what I'm saying, if for a while, like if a guy complimented me, I automatically, it got to the point where I was like, okay, well, as long as you know, when the time comes, I want my money. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no reneging, no nothing. You ain't gonna give me my money, then let me know ahead of time. I ain't have to waste my time. So that it came natural to me, you know what I'm saying? If I was gonna screw you, then, well, sorry, you two. Because I know it's only certain, I have to be mindful of how I talk on here. If I was gonna give you my flowers, then, if I was gonna give you my monkey, then I needed my money. So when they didn't give it to me, I would take it, and I had means of making them go to sleep. I knew how to put them to sleep and take it. I ain't gonna share that on here because it's not good. You know what I'm saying? And it could have went wrong. It almost did go wrong one time because I overdid it. I overdid it. But anyway, so that was my perception. You know what I'm saying? I thought if I gave my monkey to somebody, then to a man, then he was supposed to come out his pockets. Like I said, if he didn't, I took it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times they wouldn't remember the next day, the next morning, or I would either be gone, or when I saw them again, or if I was still there when they woke up, they didn't remember how much they had or whatever, so they didn't know I took it. You know what I'm saying? There was no way of them knowing I took it because they couldn't remember how much they had or whatever. You put two and two together. But anyway, so that was my perception about men for a while, you know, and it's sad, but because my uncle had deflowered me at age 7, and the way he went about it, I thought that was normal, but that I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't get paid for my thoughts. That's gonna be a good title for this video. I don't get paid for my thoughts. And thinking back, I remember when he was telling me how pretty I looked the whole way we was walking. I got me a pretty niece, you know what I'm saying? This and them, thank you, Uncle such and such, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little kid, you know what I'm saying? About Uncle telling me that I'm pretty, that's normal, you know what I'm saying? That was nothing odd to me because this is my niece, this is before everything happened. Yeah, this is what he did his do. He said, my niece so pretty, I had a pretty niece, he's swinging my arm as we walking, you know what I'm saying? And just that relationship between uncle and niece was going on, you know what I'm saying? Until the crazy mess happened, you know what I'm saying? But, so, in my mind, from then, even thinking back to then, I thought, oh, once a man compliment me, if a man tell me I'm pretty or whatever, then he like me. I'm supposed to give him my monkey, and I'm supposed to get money out of it. I thought anyway, anytime a man complimented me, I thought he automatically liked me, and he wanted someone down there, you know. But that wasn't always the case. And I met one that God put one in my life that didn't want he didn't want my down there. He wanted my heart. But that's another story. That's gonna come along years, decades later. I didn't know what love was, y'all. I thought it was because around me I saw couples would fight. I mean, I'm literally going to the bus stop, but I would see couples hanging out from all night partying, I guess. They still out partying, and I would see them fighting, and then the next minute we look again, and they hugged up, kissing. So I remember me and some other young kids used to say to each other, oh, they love each other. Look how they were fighting, now they making up. Oh, so I thought that's what love was. That's why I don't get paid for my thoughts, y'all. It was misinformed information. You know what? See, that's a part of the disease of addiction. That's another story. I was an addict before I even picked up the drug for the first time. Before I even got high for the first time, I was an addict. It's coming into play. That's another story, you know. Thinking back, like I said, God got me where he at for a reason. I know you two don't want us to talk about God, but I got to, because I know it's only because of him that I'm where I'm at now. It's only because of him that I'm still here, that he kept me. You know what I'm saying? This is my purpose. I'm on here because he kept me. This is my purpose, for me to share my testimony so I can help others. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm wrestling with it, like, I don't want to do that. But he kept confirming it to me. So I had no choice but to know that this is my purpose, you know? And he gets all the glory. None of this glory goes to me. I do not cuss, y'all. This is a positive channel. So if you have any negative thing to say, any negative comments, I will block you. I'm telling you ahead of time. I will block you. I'm doing this because, like I said, this is my truth. This is my testimony. And I'm praying that if I can only at least touch one soul, if I can just help one person heal, with God, can help one person heal, I'm good. I did what I had to do. I did my part, you know. But anyway, like I said, I thought if a man beat me, then if a man fought me, then he loved me. Look at my loon again, y'all. But anyway, so all the relationships I was in was abusive. Literally, all of them except the now relationship. That's gonna come later. So like I said, if a man didn't fight me, then you didn't love me. That's what I thought. I was used to the fighting, you know what I'm saying? I walked around with black eyes, then we fighting like cats and dogs all in public. It started in the house, but then it led to outside the house. You know what I'm saying? But you would come home. He would come home fighting me because he did wrong. He stayed out overnight or 2 nights and then come in the house knowing he was gonna have to face the music. So he would automatically jump on me, start an argument, come at the door and jump on me because he knew that we was gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing should keep you out. I don't care how much hustling, read between the lines, you're doing. You ain't got no business. It ain't keeping you out there all night. You know what I'm saying? Even though he took good care of me now, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want for nothing, none of that. You know what I'm saying? But the abuse, I stayed in it past my expiration date. Like I said, walk around with the black eyes. It went from 1 black eye to 2 black eyes. Then you got the nerve to want to hold hands. You want to walk down the road with me holding hands in the sunlight, even though I had shades on. This sun hurt my eyes, you know what I'm saying? And then you can still see out the corner of the shades, you can see the mark, the purple and red mark bruises or whatever. And I would always lie to my family, but I started running out of lies. It went from a bee stung me, or I fell down the stairs, or I hit my eye on something. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, when it came to started to 2 eyes, I started running out of lies to tell him. So I had to tell the truth, but I kept saying, no, don't do nothing to him, y'all, because I'm going to still be with him. I was like, but now when I come to y'all and tell y'all that I'm done, then y'all do what y'all got to do. Because I kept telling them not to do nothing to him because I still knew that, for one, I didn't want my family to get in trouble, and 2, I still knew that, like I said, I was going to still be with him because this ain't Mr. N no more now, y'all. This, like I said, I turned him off when I started talking about money, money for my down there. You know what I'm saying? This, I'm going to call him crazy, because he was crazy. What happened was I met his representative in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? He was all loving, you know what I'm saying? Like, he would try to talk to me from across the street. My cousin was living in this neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? And he wasn't even from our hometown, but he was always trying to like yell across the street, hey, hey, pretty black, you know what I'm saying? You say all this stuff to me, but I used to get mad, like, man, because to me he was not appealing, y'all. He was the ugly boy. Now that I think about it, I say I had some, ooh baby, I had some not good looking ones at all. But anyway, I used to be like, that little dusty ragamuffin. Why are you trying to talk to me? I don't want him talking to me. I just tell my male cousin that he was cool with, like, tell him to stop trying to talk to me or whatever. But it was in disguise because he wasn't broke, y'all. He was not broke. But anyway, but that's what I thought because I just assumed it because he wasn't from there. I didn't know him anyway. But one day, I was working at this burger joint, and I would walk to work. But one day he came running across the street, and he was like, "Here, go get your nails and stuff done." That was the first time I ever got my nails done, y'all. I always wanted to, but for some reason I just didn't. I never went through it because I was drinking and stuff. That's gonna be another story. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I had an apartment, so I had to pay my rent, my bills or whatever. But anyway, so he gave me the money, but I wasn't hesitant on taking it now. Even though I didn't like him, I wasn't hesitant. The money wasn't ugly. So, but he gave me more than enough to get my nails and stuff done. So, but I was like, oh, thank you. You didn't have to do that. He was like, nah, I wanted to. And this became a habit. Like every time he saw me go to work, or I'm going walking to work, he would run across the street and just throw money at me. Then it went from there to us like going to eat little places. You know what I'm saying? Just kicking it, just spending time with each other or whatever. So I started liking him. Eventually, me liking him, we ended up in a relationship. But one day when I got off work, y'all, and I was looking for him, he was locked up. He was locked up. But I forgot, I left out when he was trying to talk to me, I was already in a relationship with somebody, an older gentleman. But the older gentleman lived in another town, so I didn't have to worry about him. And that was during his work hours because he drove the 18-wheelers, you know what I'm saying? So his work hours, I didn't have to worry about his schedule. I didn't have to worry about him popping up, catching me, hollering at the crazy or whatever. So this went on for a while, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, Crazy got out of jail, but I couldn't get Crazy out the back of my head. So I'm still with me and this older gentleman living together. I wasn't in my own place yet, y'all. I take that back. I'm moving too fast. I'm getting ahead of myself. I wasn't in my own place yet. I was living with the older guy in the next town over. But where I was working at, I would catch the bus to that town to go to work. Anyway, Crazy was locked up. So, but as I was living with the older guy, I couldn't get Crazy out of my head. But I left my phone number with Crazy's aunt and told her when he get out to make sure, please give her my phone number. And she did. He got out like 3 days later, 3 or 4 days later. And when he called me, y'all, my heart started leaping for joy. I knew I wanted this boy. I wanted to give myself to Crazy. You know, I know Crazy was giving me all his attention, so I know Crazy wanted me too. So I came up with an idea, a way to be with Crazy and I not get caught. So I thought. I didn't think the older guy was gonna catch me. That backfired on me. But anyway, so me and Crazy set up so we could I had a family member, you know what I'm saying, that she lived in a trailer park, so she let me, you know what I'm saying, she let me use her house while she was at work or whatever. So Crazy is in there rinsing the perm out my hair, y'all. Why my older guy that I was living with, in a relationship with, my family knew me and this older guy was in a relationship. My family didn't know I was sneaking to see with Crazy. Only one knew was my cousin that had her trailer in the trailer park. So we there, I don't even know to this day how, well, the older man knew where my cousin trailer was in the trailer park. 'Cause like I said, everybody, my whole family knew about me and the older guy. I don't know how the older guy knew I was at my cousin's house with Crazy. What I remember is a knock at the door. Crazy opens the door, but it's my older boyfriend at the door. So once he see what's going on, he put 2 and 2 together, because I got relax on my hair, but I ain't got no clothes on. No, I'm just in the bra and panties. Crazy just in boxers, you know what I'm saying? So the older dude fly to his car. He go run in his car, which is right outside in the yard, bright lights on and all that. And I just hear, y'all put 2 and 2 together. But Crazy stayed ready. I think that was kind of exciting to me because I knew that I didn't have nothing to worry about. Like, people wasn't gonna run up on Crazy any kind of way, because his name, he wasn't Crazy for no reason. I'm not calling him Crazy for no reason. Just let me say that his name should be Bold. That should have been his name. Bold and Don't Care should have been his name. But anyway, so them two start tussling. It's funny now, but it wasn't funny then because I was scared, because I thought that thing was gonna go off and anybody could have got it, including me, because I was in the middle trying to stop in brown panties now. Mind you, now I'm still in my brown panties. Crazy still in his boxer. But the older dude, he crying, and him and Crazy just tussling. So I finally said, I think I got hold to it and pulled I had the bar up in the air, you know what I'm saying? And that stopped everybody. I was like, you go home. I was like, and Crazy, I'll deal with you later. But I ended up staying there with Crazy. I don't know, to this day, the older guy had to love me, because even with that, he still accepted me back. He forgave me, you know what I'm saying? At least he said he did. He forgave me, and it was like whenever I stayed gone 2 days, even when I went back, it was like nothing never happened. It was like he was glad to see me, and he welcomed me with open arms. I had steak and shrimp because he knew that's what I liked, steak and shrimp. You know what I'm saying? And then I liked steak and shrimp, but he welcomed me with open arms and everything, like nothing had happened. That was what he was supposed to do, y'all. So I let my guards was kind of up, but then I let my guards down because he kept being nice. He didn't do nothing right away to make me like on edge or whatever, but I still couldn't get crazy out of my head. Like that night was, yeah. That night, crazy made that night worth me wanting to see more of him. Matter of fact, I wanted crazy to be mine, and I wanted to be his. So but yeah, I put myself in some dangerous situations, y'all, because that could have went bad. Like I said, either crazy or my older guy could have got hurt, or me. You know what I'm saying? One of us could have been unalive right now today, but the grace of God. God had a purpose for my life, y'all. I got stories to tell y'all. It's gonna lead up to why I'm on this channel right now. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, that's what I got for y'all right now. Oh yeah. Before I go, it got to the point where, like, the older guy used to take me to the bars with him and stuff, you know, and cause I wasn't just quite 21 yet, but they used to let me in the bars and stuff because of him, you know, and he had a lot of respect around the town or whatever. But I left out the part that the older guy was in a relationship with a woman his age, and they used to live next door to where I was living at before I met the older guy. That's how I met the older guy. But she would be in the window. I found out through him that he would be in the window. She even admitted it, that she would be in the window, and she would be like, "Look, this a little pretty black girl right here, ain't it?" And he would get up to see who she was talking about, and it would be me. You know what I'm saying? I would be out there kicking it with my homegirls, you know what I'm saying, doing female stuff, jumping double dutch, whatever we was doing, just outside cutting the food, or sitting on the back of people's cars, just chilling, kicking it, sipping on drinks, burning, smoke weed, whatever the case may be. But she pushed that man on me because she would have that man looking at me like, "Look, this is a pretty black girl." And she even called me. I remember one day they was leaving in the car. He had a nice white car with tinted windows, rims. I mean, it was decked down, y'all. He thought it was young. But anyway, that's one of the things I liked about him. But anyway, I remember them leaving one day in the car, and she told him, she said, "Come here." She said, "Come here." And she said, "What's your name?" She told me, she said, "What's your name?" And I told her my name. I was like, "My name's Kenya." And she was like, I was like, "But they call me Muff." But that's my nickname, y'all. I'm not Muff no more. Muff gone. But anyway, y'all gonna hear that name a lot, because that was my nickname. That name got a lot to do with a lot of my stories. So Muff, after I introduced myself, she's like, "Oh, you so pretty." She said, "I be telling my man all the time, look at that pretty girl." He was like, "Yeah, she sure do." And right then I seen him giving me the side eye, but I was like, I thought it was creepy, you know what I'm saying? Like, that old man can't get nobody want no worms, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking. But y'all, money made me move back then, you know, because he started kicking out. He started kicking out quick. Like quick, would have me meeting him places, just like here, just throwing money at me, here. Because he drove 18-wheelers. He didn't, even though he had his own, he lived with her, but he had his own place across town too. You know what I'm saying? So that eventually, as time progressed, that's where I would start meeting him at his place. Okay, so I'm going to leave on that note, y'all. I know y'all going to have some questions. I know y'all anxious to want to know the rest of the story, but that's gonna be my continuation of this story. I'm gonna have to come up with a name of it. But anyway, if you like my story so far, please comment below, ring the subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you'll know when I deliver more contents. And give me a thumbs up, y'all, because I'm trying to Like I said, it might not make sense right now, but my stories is going to make a lot of sense, and it's still going to help somebody, because somebody, with what I said just now, somebody been through that, and it's going to go through with my next part to this story. But anyway, like I said, please like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. Give me a thumbs up, but y'all, the more people, the merrier, and just help your girl out on her channel. So until next time, I'm about to go to bed. Y'all have a blessed rest of y'all night. Sleep well, and don't forget to pray before y'all go to bed. Go to sleep. Good night.